How is his forehead doing today, Bishies? Hey, Dawn. I'm late again. I'm not finished chewing on my pretzels, so my belly won't grumble the whole time. He said he got a haircut. Did he address how his eBay Live show went? Welcome in, everybody. Gonna get started here pretty quick. I had it on the one device and was walking around. I agree with a lot of what he says, but I, I think it's largely irrelevant. A lot of the things he says, because the people that are asking him are new sellers for the most part. And while his ABS or always be selling advice is good, I mean, you can if you ran 24/7 on here, you'd sell a hell of a lot more and you'd have a lot more viewers. It's just not something that's very attainable for most small sellers. You'd have to have virtually an infinite amount of inventory or show the same things over and over again and be willing to sit there and show the same item that doesn't sell. Followers don't matter, Rag. I would when he was talking about followers and bookmarks don't matter. I thought of saying something, but I refrained. I've had shows where the bookmarks don't go out to people. They don't send the notifications, and there's been nobody in here. I mean, hell, there's only 15 people in here now. I've got I don't know how many thousand followers and how many bookmarks on this. Um, Yesterday, Dawn was selling. I didn't get a notification, and I've got dementia, so I forgot she was even selling. I come in halfway through, check my device, no notification on my Android, no notification on my iPad. Walk to the other room, my iPhone had a notification on it. So, and I always try to make Dawn shows, at least just sit there for a number and for moral support and to give her some hearts occasionally. Um, so, welcome in, everybody. I'm going to get started. If you've never been here before, my name is Josh. I am the cheeriest seller on Whatnot. I have the website beforetimes.shop where I sell old stuff. Uh, the shows I do on Sunday, they're largely made up of requests from my Friday previews. On Friday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, I do a preview. I scan over some shelves. Uh, oh, I'm really stiff on my tripod. Oh, it's not going to turn. I scan over shelves and people send me requests via screenshot, via Whatnot messages, and then I pre list them. That's what all the stuff that says requests are. I just go down through those in order. And then afterwards, if I have any pre listed stuff that has pre bids, I will run those. I probably won't show that stuff. Excuse me, Mr. Bishy. Hello. Uh, and then after I run all the stuff that's pre-listed, I will scan some shelves over in the other room. If you didn't see my preview, I usually have all these shelves out ahead of me full. Uh, I fill them full of perfume. Technically, you're not allowed to sell perfume on here, which I know everybody does. Uh, so I pulled them down at the last minute and went to another room. So that's where we'll be at today for the scanning. Got lots of stuff in the buy now. I think there's like 3,000 items in there or something like that. feel free to make offers. If you make an offer from a PC, unless they have changed it, and this works across Whatnot, not just in my shows, if you do it from a computer, you can offer more off than the 20 or whatever percent you're limited to on your cell devices. Before I get started, next Sunday night, I scheduled a ribbon show. Butterfly has told me to jettison all this ribbon she has. She's got much more than is out there. They're big reels, big spools, whatever you call them. They're all unused. A lot of it's new old stock. A lot of it's vintage. There's different materials. She used to, hey, Frank, I am not going to dance with the ribbon unless I get a lot of committed tips beforehand. And then I might. I won't. But she bought all this ribbon. She used to live near a ribbon factory, and she used to make purses out of them. They were neat little handbags. She'd crochet with them, and they had a really neat look to them because all the colors. Well, that's a start, Rag. Thank you. uh, they were neat. They had all sorts of colors in them because you're crocheting them and twisting them all around. Well, everybody, if you're not following Maria's Miscellany, give her a follow. She sells lots of good crafting stuff, and she tea stains paper or coffee stains it or dyes or whatever you call it. And if you're nice, she'll give you a tour of her little farm out there in the desert. Have a good day at church, Maria. And that's a reason I was late. Somebody had messaged me and said they had to be at church and didn't realize my show is at this time. That's one of the reasons I do previews on Friday so that people can have a chance to look at the stuff and they can place pre-bids. A lot of the pre-bids end up selling for opening bid of $5. So not being here is not really it's not really costing you any more money if you just want to make a request and then do a pre-bid. But bookmark that show if you're interested in ribbon. If you know somebody that is, she has got quite a bit of it. She said just sell it for $5 a roll. The factory that she bought it from is still in business. They sell a lot of that for like 40 cents a yard. I don't know how big those big reels are, but you can look around. I mean, it's going to be a deal if they go for $5. So if you need ribbon, bookmark that show. It'll be next Sunday night. And I will be having a show Sunday morning as well, doing this type of show. But then Sunday evening, and I'm not going to piss around. I'll just show it. You can see how big the reel is, and then we'll run them for $5. And that'll be nice and simple. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll do some buyer giveaways later. One more thing, if you are a seller or want to be a seller, feel free to advertise your shows. I don't care if you're selling on eBay or whatever. Do whatever you want. Just advertise. I have no restrictions. I'm not going to yell at you. It'll give everybody something to look at if they're waiting for me to run something. I won't yell. I'm not at that. It's almost October, isn't it? We're still in September. This is the longest New Year's resolution I have ever kept. I have not yelled at the chat the entire year. This is going to be the first item. I'm just going down in order, starting at number. Oh crap! Why is it? Well, it's not in order, so this will be fun. Why is it not in order? It's always in order. All right, I'm just going to go in the numbered order. We'll run that Sterling Fort when we get to it at number 14. On my screen, it's showing up as number 1. I don't know, or in the first position. I don't know why. That Sterling fork scraps out at about $95. It has a current bid of $6. And if I missed something in the chat, I'm not intentionally ignoring you at this point. Um, Feel free to repeat yourself until I see it. And make sure, make sure you follow my mod, the Suburban Bish. She's doing the Naughty Awards, where you can nominate your favorite whatnot sellers for cash prizes and awards coming up here in a couple months. This is the first item. It's an antique RJ's special cigar box. Neat old finger jointed box. It's got the original 50 or tax stamp on it. Yes, you get the adulation of being named a Naughty Award winner. Any gold and glass jewelry boxes? Um, I can't think of, not off the top of my head. Nothing out here today. Sorry. So that is running. RJ's special cigar box. Thank you, Frugal. Bishy, I'm always nice until I'm not. I gotta turn my other notifications off so you don't have to listen to that. Thank you, Frugal. Bishy, I don't. The person might be here lurking. The person that asked about the fountain pens, they bounced before I showed the fountain pens, and then they messaged, and oh, here's I'm gonna public service announcement. Let me clean my phone off. It's got ear goo from using it as an actual phone. Have you guys seen the new messaging feature on Whatnot? Anyone seen it other than Bishy? What can I cover my messages with? If you haven't seen this, up here, you click that, and down here it says message requests. Click that. Whoops. You click the message requests. It's these are separate messages. They just rolled this out a couple weeks ago. Most people don't even know it's there, but it's supposed to filter out things that aren't pertinent to your sales or whatever, like spam. I I guess that's why abstractly but it doesn't work right. Like most things that Whatnot rolls out, it's garbage. Uh, I was checking it occasionally. I checked it yesterday after a few days. I had 4 or 5 messages in there from people that were like wanting to buy stuff. I can ask her that, Ohio. I kind of doubt it. Hey, Purple. But if you haven't seen that message feature, and especially if you're a seller, check that out because there's probably messages sitting in there waiting for you, and you're probably leaving money on the table from people that are asking questions about products just because you didn't see them because Whatnot filters them now. Doesn't make much sense to me. All right, this is an old German language hymnal of some sort. I'm going to guess it's mid to late 1800s. I didn't see a date, but it's all German language. Don't know. The front page must be missing. Looks like There's probably a page or two missing in the front there, but neat, shabby gilt leather cover. And that one is running. Yeah, I miss gifting too. I never gifted though, but it made a neat sound. I, I am, yeah, I join the Yarny community when Butterfly instructs me to get in the giveaways. You don't know this, but actually, I've got 7 burner phones here, all with different accounts. And she tells me to get into giveaways, and I whip out all my burner phones and get into giveaways to try to increase her chances at winning a sticker or something. Not really, but I keep threatening to do that. A butterfly. All right, I'm not taking this out. This is the next item. It's in a brand or pretty brand spanking new contemporary frame. This is the way I found it. I don't know what's on the back of this. There might be, I don't know, a treasure map or something. But it's a really cool, probably late Victorian or early 1900s Christmas card. That's like a full size, that's like an 8 by 10 regular piece of paper, 8.5 by 11. That's how big it is. Really neat Christmas card. It looks like there's glitter on it, some mica, and got lots of glare. But really cool old Victorian Christmas card. And that is running. And you'll get it shipped in the frame that it came in, but it's a brand new frame. My next final show. Thank you, James. That was yours. Um, Mr. Bishy, you work all the time. I I can have them during the day, and you can just give Bishy your. You can just log into your account and use your credit card and buy whatever she sees fit. All right, this is an extra quest. Pretty nice Edgeworth. Looks like they put some silver paint on the top of it. Just a tobacco tin. You stick it on your shelf and look at it. That's running. Got the remnants of a tax stamp on the side there. And thank you, Deb. That is yours. And see, if you've never been to my shows before, $5 is my opening bid. She got that for $5, so and she probably wouldn't have requested it. So you don't even have to be here if you got to be somewhere else on Sunday mornings. I didn't mention it. It was in the might have been in the show notes at the beginning when I in the announcement. But on my website today, there are 3 coupons for $2 off each. They're at the top in the middle of my page before times.shop. If you want to go there and get the coupons, there's 3 coupon codes. They're each for $2 off. Am I or me sound happier? This is about as happy as I can sound, at least while doing this. Neat little, probably, I don't know, 1940-ish brass picture frame. And you probably want to swap out the picture of that dude, but nice condition. And that is running. It stands up on its own, and that's the picture I found in it. It looks like your uncle. Thank you, Dad. Which uncle is that? Is it one I've met? Yeah, I think I rescheduled that one, Bishy. But I am having a all things Disney. I'm in an all things Disney train show that I've got over 100 things listed for. And I'm still listing. That is on October 11th. Okay, this is a Dunn Bennett kind of flow blue transfer print plate of some sort. Very shabby. Lots of wear to the glaze. No real chips though. It's got some crazing and staining. Signed on the back. And that is running. Probably just decorative at this point. Probably not microwave safe. Thank you, Deb. That one is yours. Sherry bailing. Okay. Hey, you probably just woke up after a long night of speech watching. Actually, it didn't end that late, but it was exhausting to listen to. I can't help myself though. I did not ask anyone if they had interest in the ribbon. I just announced it. Does anybody like ribbon? Neat graphics on this old box. I don't know how old it is. I'm guessing 1920s, 30s. There are some candles in there. It's not full, but neat fairy decorations or fairy graphics on the back. And that is running. Yes, old ribbon. Well, check out my show, bookmark it for next Sunday, something PM. I don't know what I scheduled it for, 7 maybe. It's in my other auctions. If you click, I don't know, click up there and then click view profile, or you guys know how to find them, right? Thank you, Deb. Click around until you find my other shows. Okay, somebody requested this. All the requests start at $5, but I listed this for $1 because it has damage. It was repaired, and I didn't realize that when I put it out, and I didn't say that or show it accurately in the preview video. So it's $1 start on this. It's a decent repair. They glued it back together, but you can repaint her or leave her like that. She's got Japan and across her butt there. Vintage penny doll that's shaped like a little Dutch girl. That's right. Congratulations, Moose Peg, on becoming a newbie. Do you know Moose Peg 2 or any other Moose Pegs? Yes, it's right there. It says Japan, I think. Looks like it says Japan. Thank you, Deb. All right, so this next item is a rock with fossils in it. I don't know what kind of fossils they are. Uh, this rock is millions of years old, or if you're a strict creationist, it's 4,000 years old. I don't know. But somehow things died. Ooh, those ones kind of look like little dolphins. Um, Stuff died and formed fossils, and that is running. Fossil rock. Whoop. Yeah, there will be all sorts of ribbon. That the ribbon I have out there. Thank you, Amy. Uh, the ribbon I have out there is just a little stack that I carried over here to stick on the shelves. There will be all sorts of ribbon. That's right, Frugal. They died when a giant comet slammed into the Earth millions of years ago, or when God flooded the Earth 5,500 years ago. But either way, it does exist because I was holding it, and I don't have the ability to AI generate an image out there yet. So shabby, but intact, and the handle's pretty rough. But I mean, you could just replace that. The actual bag part is pretty nice. Leather's pretty soft. I'm guessing it's probably from the 20s or something, maybe before. I don't know. What does it say inside of it? I can't read what it says. Somebody wrote their name in it. But neat old purse, all leather. And that is running. Welcome in if you just joined. Uh, if you check my website, beforetimes.shop, at the top of the page in red font, there's 3 coupons that are $2 each. If these prices are too astronomically high for you, you can save a couple bucks. And I do have a sale on my website today where everything is 30% off at beforetimes.shop. Thank you, Deb. And any of the giveaways that I do later, the buyer giveaways, they will expire at the end of the month, as will any of the other gift codes for my website that I've given in the previous month. And the gift codes for whatnot apparently don't expire and are good for any of my future shows. What did I get a CJS for? Being blasphemous on Sunday. So this is dated 1965 when somebody gave it to somebody for the birthday. Be nicer. Oh man, I'm being as nice as I can. Somebody want to co-host and be nice for me? Somebody cares. This is in pretty nice condition. I think it's older than 1965. Maybe not, but that's what dates on the back of it when somebody gave it to somebody. But I think it's a little bit older than that. Nice condition. It's got a little hanger uh, with a motto on it, and that is running. I could, I can co-host Rag, and she can just describe all my products and be cheery, and I can just stand here and hold them. Everybody likes Rag better than me anyway. Thank you, Heidi. That's yours. If you guys aren't following Rag and Ribbon, you need to be. Uh, you can go in and bookmark all of her future shows. It'll take you the better part of 45 minutes to bookmark them all. She is a prolific train seller and has individual private shows or what, not private, just shows on her own too. Rag, is he getting did he encourage you to sign up for another one of those as soon as you can? All right, the back's all taped up like this. Somebody made a stand and it's kind of flimsy, but it's an old, probably 1930s, 40s brass frame with the glass, and it comes with whatever photo that is. So that is running. Thank you, Deb. Oh, that wasn't, somebody did something else. Amy, thank you for the purchase. I think is what happened there. Thank you, Deb. Amy, are you part of the duo that Butterfly watches that plays the game with the stitch markers? All right, this is The Village Blacksmith by Longfellow. It's old, it's shabby, it's undated, it's got great graphics, and the poem is written in fancy font. So that is running, and oh, little loose page here in the back. That's probably the blank pages just thrown in the back. It is pretty. Shabby though. Thank you, Deb. Okay. I knew one of them was named Jen because that's the name, or I assumed one was named Jen. All right. Now we're back in order, I think, here. And we're going to go with the number 14, which is Sterling Silver Meat Fork. It's got a patent date there. It's marked Mark Sterling there, as well as there. 2.4 ounces, which yesterday when I listed it, it was about $95 in scrap. So let's see if we can break $10 on $95 worth of scrap sterling silver. And that is running. No idea who made it. Some of these are more valuable than the scrap in them, but I didn't look it up. 2.4 ounces. Should you sell your baked potato license plates? Um, thank you, Deb. It's like you have an extra $45 to spend in my show now. Because I was like getting just a free $50. Are they personalized license plates, Fishy? Is that the deal? I can't remember. Some of those personalized license plates are fairly desirable if you have the right thing. Oh, okay, I missed that. Uh, thank you. I didn't see that. So this has somebody's initials etched in it. It does have a maker's mark. Where was it? There's a maker's mark there. Don't know what it is, but it's marked Sterling over here. Some sort of crumb brush. Arts and craftsy with the Grecian keys around the bottom. Nice condition, just unpolished. But it is sterling silver. Thank you, Deb. Uh, I don't know, but usually they sell. They're more valuable if you sell them as a pair. Um, but I don't know. At least the vintage ones are. I don't know about the newer ones. Anybody else have any advice for selling newer vanity plates, license plates? I think Pennsylvania's just changed their license plates. I think we're all going to have to get new ones. I think they have Liberty Bells on them. I think. I haven't seen them yet. I think that's what they said. Okay. Somebody requested this one photo. She drew a picture or the circle around this, but you're going to get to all of these. This looks like an immigrant family. And I'm saying that because they're dressed funny. Dawn, you're funny. This little kid looks like he's smoking a cigarette. But this is a separate picture. This is a separate picture. This little kid's a separate picture. And there's Simone Simon. Must be a promotional movie picture back there. Haven't taken this apart. This is the way I found it. But it's a nice old brass frame with an antiqued ridgy design. Nice condition. You get all of that. They are dressed funny. Look, she looks like she's like from the hills of Switzerland or something. The guy is assimilated very nicely. This guy joined the military and became a patriotic American. These guys wore suits, but the women, I don't know. They're trad Swiss wives, even after they emigrated. Oh, they're nuns with fancy fringes. Yes, nuns. It's 8 by 10 size is the frame size. You can extrapolate the size of the individual photos from that, I guess. Thank you, Deb. Deb, that's a very nice frame. I think you'll be happy with that one, despite the fact that they're probably not nuns. It'd be like a yodeling nun or something. They're probably not even from Switzerland. They're probably from Germany. Well, the guy in the military probably went to World War II and fought for the United States and died. And his two wives that were dressed like Swedish nuns probably were died old spinsters. Show 19 well before running. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We got one of these frames, little swivel frame, pretty nice pressed wood. It doesn't have a back to the picture. I don't know if I stuck that picture in there. I don't think. I think that's the way I found it. But it doesn't have a cardboard back, and the glass is a little bit doesn't exactly fit, but it's a 5 by 7 size. You can swap it out with something else. Kristen is here. Everybody say hi to Kristen while this runs. That is running on the Art Deco 30s, 40s swivel picture frame. If you guys don't know Kristen Swain is a prolific YouTuber and crafter. She was selling video games with her husband yesterday. Kristen, you couldn't hide the look on your face when the person asked to buy them all. There was some disdain and scorn that you couldn't hide, even with the hat. Thank you, Rag. I could tell. I found the easiest thing to do when people ask just to buy it all is just throw out some reasonable wholesale number, and usually they just disappear. A lot of these people that come into these shows and then they ask for specific things or want to buy everything, they're just looking for lowball prices so they can resell it themselves. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, people are trying to make money. You can't expect them to just buck and go on a kitchen full of video games. Bishy, people have seen my face when I accidentally hit the wrong button. And the screenshots that uh, they've taken of it show the annoyance. Junk, if you're asking about number 25, I'm just going in order. And so we'll probably be at number 25 in less than 10 minutes if I don't dig around too much. I don't know who made this. It's a horsey. It's got blinders on. Doesn't look like it's been used. Maybe it has. I don't know. There's a little bit of scale in there, but no chips or anything. Stick a flower in it, and that is running. Not only, I guess I'm shy, but I don't want to look at my face while I'm doing this. Yeah, we'll show 19 uh, right now. Thank you, Brindle. That's yours. Brindle, if that was a first purchase, thank you for coming to my auction. I don't remember your name. If you bought $4,000 worth of stuff off of me and I've forgotten about you, I apologize. I don't remember things. She, she's if you were an Apex hoarder last season of the rewards and I didn't notice, I'm sorry. Speaking of that, rewards up here in the where's my where's my little hand? Up there at the top, the crown. If you don't know, you click that, and if you are a rewards member and you've got little icons next to your name, there's coupons up there for you, and there's so many coupons at every level that you'll never run out of coupons. And if you run out of coupons at one of those levels, you probably won't see me because I'd probably be retired. No one has ever used them all. All right, this is number 19. It is also an old brass picture frame. It's got fuzzy velvety back. Yes, Weeders drew them. Weeders, she don't come on here too much. She comes on here to criticize my scanning technique, but she's on Twitch occasionally doing artwork. If you're on Twitch, if you don't know what Twitch is, you'll just have to Google it. If you don't know what Twitch is, you're probably over 30 years old. So nice frame, no damage. It's got the glass and it's got that picture of that dude in it with really fancy hair. That is running. Does stand up. Plus, it's got the hooks for hanging. It's just like the frame Grandma used to have on her shelf. I don't know. But you can tell he's got his shit together because he's actually wearing a collar bar, and I don't think most people even know what a collar bar is. Thank you, Deb. Not yours. He looks like your uncle too. Butterfly. My favorite uncle of yours is Dick because he's like a chubbier old me. Her uncle is he shaves his head and he wears work shirts. And sometimes when we show up at family functions, we look like twins. All right. This is a really cool box. Somebody made this out of a wood burl, and I don't know what kind of wood it is. I'm going to say walnut. I don't know though. But they didn't bevel the lid, so it kind of just sits there. You can stick your stuff in it. It's a neat heart shaped box. Very cool grain to the wood. And that is running. I don't think they were 9 when they made this. This required power tools. The top is rounded. Thank you, Deb. That is yours too. And if you just joined, I've got lots of stuff in the buy now. I'm just going down through the pre-listed requests. Angel chimes are next. Okay, I thought for a minute about setting these up with candles and lighting them and letting it burn the entire show and listen to the tingle of it. But they don't fit on any of my shelves. So I didn't do it. But you stick little candles down there if you've never seen these before. Stick candles in those little holders. You light them. The hot air goes up, spins that around, and these angels whap those little bells constantly. And then you listen to that beautiful sound. Ooh. So this comes apart. I'm not going to ship it in a box. It's a foot and a half tall, if that's all you get. But it's real easy to put together. If you've never done it before, you'll figure it out. And that is running. It's all brass. Yes, on Thanksgiving, the actual Thursday of Thanksgiving, I will be having my purge show. Uh, Everything that I've pre-listed that doesn't sell will be in that show. So if you want to see what I've listed that didn't sell, go to that show sometime, scroll down through them, and if you want me to run some of that stuff, just tell me during the week, just message me and I can clone it into the show. Somebody did that with one of the items this week and I cloned it in. I don't know whether they'll bid on it this week or not. But any of that stuff I can clone into the shows. Unless it has a bid. If it's got a bid already, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, the next thing is a Bennington spittoon. You spit your chaw in there. If you don't know what chaw is, you're probably, I guess you're not from Pennsylvania. I didn't clean it. It was clean when I got it. Very nice Bennington or Rockingham pottery. No damage whatsoever that I can see. Super nice old Bennington piece. And that is running. Anybody listen to NPR this morning in Pennsylvania? They had an interesting segment on the Monongahela River. Thank you, Rag. Good deal on that. I know they're only slightly more desirable than Bennington bedpans, but that's a really fancy one, and that's a nice one. So yeah, the NPR, at least out of the Penn State station in State College, they had a bit about the Monongahela River, and they had all sorts of different people from Pennsylvania pronouncing Monongahela, and it was funny to listen to all the different pronunciations just from different people from Pennsylvania. And there was a guy on there that actually could speak the Lenape language, the Native American language that the Monongahela River is named after. And he had a completely different pronunciation of the river's name, one that I had never heard, and one that I could not duplicate that with my voice. So here's the next one, the booby sculpture. It's like a woman's torso. It's got a wire on the back for hanging. This will be fun to ship. Uh, I bought this in an estate sale, and the girl that was having the estate sale, she was having it. Her husband's parents had died, and she was selling all their stuff. But this piece actually was made by her sister. It's not super old. I think she leaves them outside to get that rusty patina on there. But it's all washers, and they're all welded together. And that is running on the woman's bust sculpture. Uh, Thank you, Deb. Well, Deb, I lost money on that one too. Good deal on that. It makes it even more fun to ship when you lose money on the item. That's okay, Deb. That's what I'm here for. Tomorrow morning it'll be gone and I won't have to worry about it being here anymore. Okay. The next one is number 24. Deb, did you come to my Thanksgiving show last year? Deb, I still don't know what you do with this stuff, whether you just hoard it or look at it or sell it. Uh, but I mean, this is what I do. This is what I do for a living. I don't I don't go to an office or anything. This is my job. And I have never lost so much money in one day as last Thanksgiving. It was insane. So if you make sure you come to my Thanksgiving show or check it out at some point, uh, because at the beginning of the month, sometime near the beginning of November, I will change all the prices to $1 starts on them because I line everything up in envelopes in boxes. Uh, you flea market some. Uh, I line everything up in boxes in envelopes, and I get so many that I purge them on Thanksgiving. Uh, and everything that doesn't have a pre-bid at the beginning of the month gets set to $1 start. And then I try to stay happy. Last year, one of my buyers was in my show and she was drunk like the entire day. She spent a bunch of money, but she kept telling me how great it was that she was drinking and ignoring her family. But it wasn't you that was, you might have been too, but you didn't purge this one. You purged one coming up. Porcelain Papa. It's got raised gilt letters there. Well, it's got some price tag residue that you can clean off or cover up with another price tag. Uh, I'm guessing it's German. Pretty nice condition. Probably Victorian. No marks. And that's running. kind of a purplish pinkish color. I don't know how it's showing up on your phone, but it's a kind of an iridescent pinkish color. Yeah, so if you're bored on Thanksgiving, feel free to show up at my show drunk and and bid more than you should. Anybody, everybody. Thank you, Deb. Pick. I Every time I watch one of Marble King's shows and he's puffing away or something, I get a little bit jealous. James Keeler and Sons, Dundee Orange Marmalade. Nice old stoneware jar, no lid. Lots of crazing, some staining. Probably there's a old hairline there. Nice little crock. And that is running. Pretty nice condition on this. No chips or anything, no big cracks. Dundee, Scotland. Thanks for the follow, Crest. Thank you, Deb. That is yours too. Okay, this next item is butterfly purge, I believe. If you've missed my other shows and didn't hear me say it, Butterfly is trying to downsize. I guess is what you would call it. Uh, she's got lots of pretty things, uh, and she's acquired lots more pretty things since she's been hanging out with me because she tags along and finds pretty things. But really neat shape with raised gilt. I don't know whether they're flowers or plants or what they are, but it's a mustache cup. It's got some sort of marks on it. No idea who made it. Probably English or German. But it's a goofy design. It's like shaped like a hexagon with ribs and everything. Neat cup. Oddball one that you don't normally see. Thanks for the purchase from the store, Chris. Feel free to make offers on things. I'll check the offers occasionally. Thanks, Deb. That's a good deal. That's a cool cup. That's another item that another class of items that when I started doing this 20 some years ago, uh, they were crazy. Like you couldn't imagine finding a mustache cup like that 20 years ago for $5. Okay, this next item is yes, anybody can bid on any of these. Just because these are requested by other people, I have more stuff out on my shelves than I can run during a single show. So I just let people pick ahead of time. Okay, this I'm guessing this was made in 1997. I don't know. It's an interesting planter. I don't think it's priceless modern art, but it was neat enough that I actually spent a little bit of money and brought it home with me when I found it. It's kind of got a wood grain to it. It's heavier than hell. Well, not really. Um, and it's a good couple pounds probably. And that is running. Never been used as a planter, signed on the bottom by whoever made it. Thank you, Deb. Just that back down there. All right, I don't know anything about this piece. Somebody died and I acquired it. Get a cute little bug on it. Nice condition, no damage. It's got the lizard or salamander on that side. It's signed with whatever mark that is. I didn't research it. It does look like it's really Native American. Uh, no idea on the age. I'm going to say mid century. A little bit of scuffing on it. And somebody had a price tag on it that I didn't clean off very well, the residue off very well. KL. I don't know. But Native American wedding jug or vase. That is running. Handmade. Thank you, Deb. That's yours. Holy hell, that was a good deal. Whether you know who made it or not. Uh, if anybody's in here or future wannabe resellers and you find one of these at a yard sale for $5 or an estate sale, you want to pick that up for $5. Uh, Even if you don't know who the maker is, those are usually a lot more valuable than that, and definitely worth picking up. And if you stick your phone and Google Lens the bottom of it, and it's a good maker, some of those are worth hundreds of dollars. All right, this next item, I'm not sure what this is. I'm guessing this is new or newer-ish. Uh, it's made to look old, I think, but I don't know that it's actually reclaimed wood. But it is real wood. It is solid wood. It is heavy. It looks like it was made out of part of a newel post or something. But see, there's no. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thin. I don't know. It is what it is. But somebody put a hanger on it so you could hang it on the wall and it could be a shelf. What do you think? Does it have any old parts at all? Is that old? It's got an age split in the wood. It's got some nail holes there. I mean, if they faked it, they did a pretty good job. I think. But either way, nice heavy wood shelf. Yes, that's what it is, Bishy. It's an acorn. It's a decorative acorn. It's running. I don't even remember where I got this, but these are different ages of wood, or I don't know. It is heavy. Thank you, Rag. A KL pottery. Where are they out of, Butterfly? Malaysia. Well, that's not good. Well, if they're out of Malaysia, Deb, and that turned out to be Malaysian and not Native American, you tell me and I'll refund it. Whoops. All right, this next one, where did I put it? This comes with the original box. Vintage military. I save all my military stuff for a military show. I think I've got one scheduled at some point if you want to bookmark it. You know, the easiest thing to do if you're new here is check the down here. You click into the shop and there's a search bar, and you can actually type in the word military or men's watches or whatever, and it'll show you anything that might be in the buy now or in that show. Uh, Probably more efficient and more effective than uh, interrupting people's shows to ask. All right, this has the original box. Oh, where did I put it? Maybe it's. Okay, this is a Lennox. It's just a cat figure. It's like an Egyptian pharaoh cat. 1999. No damage. I found this in the original box. It's probably never even been displayed. Comes with the box I just showed. That is running. Lennox porcelain from 1999. This was one of your purges. I don't know where Butterfly got it, but it was in one of the. It was in the box. Thank you, Brindle. Stick it back in the box. Okay, this next lot is a lot of miscellaneous handiwork, a lot of crocheted stuff. Give me 1 second. Let me grab that. You get that. Yeah, Butterfly didn't do these. Some tiny ones. This one is shaped like a basket. I don't know what you do with it. If you flatten it out, it looks like a basket. This one's partially made and comes with the rest of the yarn to finish it. There's another crocheted one with yarn. Neat little pink and or purple and yellow one. There's one with directions on how to make it. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's another basket. Couple little ones. Another little one. Ooh, that one's got a stain on it. And there's a pink and white one that's round if you flattened it out. So you get the whole lot, basket not included. That is running. Thank you, Frank. And check out her Maria's Miscellany. If you haven't seen her sell, a lot of times she sells at night packing supplies and things she makes. And Maria's Miscellany will probably be my nomination for best packaging for Bishy's Naughty Awards this year. She has, when you buy something from Maria's Miscellany, uh, you you get a wonderful little package. Just throw the shit in a box with packing material and bubble wrap and tape it up. But hers are very elegant. Okay, we got beveled mirror. Pretty nice condition on the silvering. A little bit of spotting there, but it's still usable as a mirror. A little split in it. It is old. It is wood. And that is running. Oh, I package it very well. I package them bomb proof. But Maria's Miscellany, she packages them pretty. I don't make an effort to be pretty. I just make an effort to get them there without the mailman completely destroying them. Thank you, Amy. All right, this is a bowl pop tool that was made by the Bridgeport Hardware Manufacturing Corp. With a patent date of 1927. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how it works. It does something like this. And Dawn, Cat's Dance mom, she Googled it, or her husband told her or something. Uh, some sort of valve spreading or compressor tool. I don't know. Something to do with engines from the 20s. Very nice condition. It looks like somebody cleaned this up at some point, kind of oiled it. There's no rust or anything. Spring puller. So that is running. Kind of ratchets. And thank you, Rag. And if you just go and check the buy now, there's lots of stuff in there. I added quite a bit this week. Feel free to make offers. And there are a few coupon codes. I think there's 3 of them on my website, beforetimes.shop, that you can plug into your wallet for $2 a piece. Just go to my website and copy them. Okay, this next item, an old comb and brush shelf holder thing. Very shabby, but it is old and it's got a stamped tin design. Add your own layer of paint to it. And that one's running. Should have had a comb or brush to put down in it. Thank you, Rag. Rag, do you have a show today? Oh, you could always have a show while you're driving. I've seen people have those kind of shows. Okie dokie, Bishy. Thank you. Before her name disappears, if you're not following the Suburban Bish, give her a follow. She does the Naughty Awards. And if you're a seller, if you go to the suburbanbish.com, you can find information on how to sign up for their podcast. And her and Mr. Bishy will ask you questions and interview you about your whatnot selling activities. And it's just a little bit of exposure. She usually does those on Sundays. I don't know what this thing is called. I think it's a condiment holder or something, but it's got this little like dolphin chicken on the front of it. I don't know. It's all brass. It's antique, Victorian era. Yeah. Oh, do I have? I had some terracotta pots. I don't know when, but yeah, here's a. Yes, you could put little terracotta pots in it or little tin pots. Herb garden, exactly. And that is running. Yes, Cat Stan's mom, I think it was last week, was interviewed by Bishy for the Bishy's Talk Naughty to Us podcast. This one's running. And then she saves them to Spotify. So if you want to see the back ones for some reason, you can go and. Thank you, Julia. I was interviewed the 1 week. Cat Stan's mom was interviewed. Or Afternoon Antique Company and Buku Vintage. I'm not sure who else was interviewed. All right, this next item, I'm not going to take it out of the frame. This is the way I found it. It looks to me like it's probably a mechanical Valentine. Looks like it's got a rivet there that the bottom would spin that wheel. I don't know if it looks like he's running or what, but I'm guessing it's a mid-century Valentine teddy bear. Decent size, probably 6 inches tall, 7 inches tall, something like that. Nice contemporary picture frame shadow box. I don't, I don't know, Dawn. She says her family's there. Uh, wait, wait about a half an hour, and then message her and ask her if she might be ready to be done with her family then. if her family's listening, I'm just being a smartass. She might really like you. I have no idea. That is running. Thank you, Dawn. That is yours. All right, the next item is this train case. Rag. Picture that without those rolls of fabric on it. That's how the shelf looked about 7 minutes before the show started. So probably mid-century, a little bit of wear. It doesn't have a mirror. The mirror is gone. A little bit of glue residue there. So if you want a mirror in there, you'd have to put another one in there. But doesn't come with a key, but it does latch. Dawn, I will try to remember to see if I can find it. Um, Decent condition. And that's running. On the little carry-on suitcase, it's a Wayfarer mid-century train case. And thank you, Chris. That is yours. Alacris, whatever, however you pronounce that name. Oh dear. I'm eating your donut. Donuts. You want a bite? No. Butterfly is eating Amish donuts.
Just like last week.
The donuts we get occasionally, they're about as big as Butterfly's head.
The cats wanted up, not me.
All right, that was all the requests. I started a buyer giveaway. It will be for $5 off. Coupon code. An Amish donut. It's just a donut that's made by an Amish woman.
And they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
You like
See, I mean, they're fresh donuts is what makes them really good. I think.
let the chickies out?
Yes. See, yeah, I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna run 9 CP here in just a minute. That's the only one that has pre-bids. If there's anything else anybody wants me to run in the auction list, let me know, or else place a pre-bid on it. See, Rag, the dirty little secret about the Amish bakeries, and these people have Amish fruit stands and veggie stands that sell baked goods. They buy their ingredients at Walmart, and then they just make the stuff, and then they put exorbitant prices on it.
And it tastes delicious.
It does taste delicious, but a lot of the ingredients just come from a can at Walmart. But they do make They make bigger donuts than you can ever buy in any grocery store around here, anyway. So 9CP has a pre-bid. I'm gonna grab it, get in the giveaway. Check the buy now. I will scan here after in a few minutes. I will scan the shelves and take requests.
These shelves.
The other shelves.
Okay. I'm going to the chicken. Chickens gather eggs. I'm wearing your favorite color.
Saw them. I don't rag. I don't know if you're saying smart about the Amish business plan or not, but I can see the Amish. There's an Amish house I can see. I don't know if you've never seen it before. See past my mess. Amish people live right there, and they've got an English driver that drives them around in an Outback, and he takes them to Walmart, and they come back, and they unload like 100 bags of those Walmart blue bags that they sell the groceries in. They've got a farm and raise all these crops, and she's got this immaculate garden over there and everything. But they just shop at Walmart. Okay, I'm going to show this stuff briefly. Um, this is 9CP. It has a pre-bid. I'm not going to take all this stuff out of there. If you want to give away, you got a minute and a half. There's some upholstery fabric, and I think that's a hanky. But click on the picture down there, and you get a pretty good idea if you zoom into it. I'm just going to let you do that. Click on the picture, zoom in on your phone or your device, and you can see the different styles of fabric. They're all remnants. There might be a yard of the biggest piece, but it's just a bunch of little pieces. Not super little, but good for crafting. You're not going to be able to make a TP out of any of it or anything. But if it completely fills a flat rate priority box, jam packed full. So I'm going to run that right now. It's for that flat rate box full of fabric. Jam packed full. And I think that's the only thing. Thank you, Abstractory. And if you're not following Abstractory, give her a follow. She's got a show today at 1:30 selling mugs and other unique gifts. So if you're looking for unique gifts or mugs, bookmark Abstractory's show. And if anybody else is a seller and wants to advertise their shows, feel more than welcome at any time during my shows. And make sure you, if you're into ribbon, make sure you bookmark my show for next Sunday. Alrighty, does anybody want me to scan the shelves and take requests for $5 starts on the stuff that was in the preview? Yes. Okay, we have one yes. Well, Abstractly, try not to miss it if you want ribbon, because Butterfly is when she lets stuff go, she'll let stuff go, and I don't know how many tubs of this stuff there is, but I saw several entire totes full of that stuff. Rag and Ribbon has every show imaginable, vintage and old and pretty things coming up. So, all right, Bat Mom doesn't want to scan shelves, but we're gonna scan them anyway. Bat Mom, did you get all your shipping done? Totes full of ribbon. All right, where's my sign? I need my sign. We're gonna walk to the other room because that's where the shelves are full this week, other than the stuff I just sold. You know, something I hadn't anticipated is where do I plug in my phone over there?
3 eggs.
You only got 3 eggs? Uh-oh. One of Butterfly's chickens is constipated. It didn't have an egg for her today. What is Rolo? An immigrant day labor who packages for you? Oh, it's a label printer. Well, the day laborer would probably make it even easier. All right, we're gonna go to the other room.
Show them a variety of sizes and colors.
Well, just come over here.
It's so funny sometimes. See how in there's boxes so you can get sure.
It was nicely dear.
Should I shut the lights off for that?
No, don't shut the lights off.
There's plugins to do.
I didn't know if there'd be. Yes, plugins everywhere. You don't spend time with them, Bat Mom. You lock them in your shipping room and don't let them out until it's complete. There, you can show them now, dear. It's set down.
Oh yeah, but I can't. Can they see them?
Yes, they can
Can
see.
they see the little tiny one?
Butterfly doesn't have much of her yarn here. She's got
It's in
a lot of her stuff in storage right now and at her house. There's some here, but there's nothing that I can just easily show her stash. It would take quite some time too. Somebody asked in one of those shows the one time, one of the yarn shows, how many schemes of yarn people had, and there were people saying like 100, 200, 500. I would venture to guess that Butterfly has tens of thousands.
We have a 10 by 20 unit full of some.
Yeah, you got a lot.
It's coming here though, and it's going to be sorted and pretty.
Yeah. Eventually. It's a time consuming process. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to scan shelves. I'll do it slowly. And if you see something you want me to run for a $5 start, tell me and I'll pull it down. And after we get a little bit gathered up, uh, I'll run it. But we'll do this shelf here first. What do you want? Brown pottery with blue drips? Oh, that's on the other side. I'll pull that down anyway. That's a really neat piece, Bat Mom. I think that it's not marked, but I think I remember where I got that, and I think it came with a bunch of oh, what do you call that German stuff? Something Fabrique, that factory, but it's not marked, but that's what it looks like. So if you see something you want me to run, just tell me and I will pull it down and then we'll run it. What's the brown thing? That is a telegraph insulator, like that used to go on at telegraph lines. Lower. Wait till we get down there. We're going down after this shelf. There's at least 4 brown things in the next shelf. Oh, my shelves are tall. I didn't bring my novelty hand either. Orange and yellow glass. Pull that down. There's a brown pitcher. And that's like a hand thrown planter of some sort. Another pottery thing. There's another insulator. That's probably for more like power lines. Half and half. Pull that down. Parker's extract. Got that one. Oh, good thing Bishy's gone. I was just focusing on that little clown top. What does the stamp say? It's a good question. Food stamp credit not to exceed 99 cents. Himes Country Fruit Market, something Du Bois, PA. Okay. Look, man, if you just joined, if you see something you want me to run, just let me know in the chat and I'll pull it down. And after we get to the bottom of the shelf, we'll run them. That stamp just has somebody's name and Emporium, PA on it. Emporium, PA. That's out in the middle of nowhere. There's a little town with, I don't know, probably less than 2,000 people in the middle of the woods. But that is near where, oh man, dementia sucks. Somebody supposedly buried a bunch of gold there. At some point, they stole a bunch of gold from, I don't know. If you Google it, Google Emporium, PA, lost gold or something. It's an interesting story. They had the FBI was out there a few years ago, and they thought they found it, but apparently it's like tens of millions of dollars worth of gold. Old psalm book, run that. Some sleigh bells. Dense run, that's right. I don't think they ever found it. I don't know if they robbed a bank or a stagecoach or what the deal was. I forget. I can't remember anything. I think that's what everybody uses them for. What sucks, you wouldn't want to like stub your toe on it. Some of them are pretty sharp on the ends. Was that a dog on a box? The vase? I'm not sure what the shelf up. I don't see a dog. That, this, other end. That's a cow pulling a cart planter. What I touched? That is a printer's block with it looks like probably Mary and Jesus and maybe some other child. I don't know what's going on there. It's hard to see. Okay, I'll run it. And what does this stamp say? Hepler's Drug Store, New Bethlehem, PA. There's another printer's block. Butterfly found this the other day. She said, I've never seen a string that's thread that's different colors on one spool. But it's fishing rod winding rayon on a wood spool. Yeah, I think it's for putting those grommets on the fishing rods that the fishing line goes through. I don't know. I'm not much into fishing stuff. It's probably common if you're into fishing things. There's an old Ford wrench back there. Army car. Okay.
Yes. Or do you have one?
No, I have one, but if you want to bring my laptop over, do that. Run the apple, okay. And we got two more shelves and then on this unit, and then I will start to run those things. No, I didn't sell any wheat pennies today. How many wheat pennies does he have? Does he have like barrels full of them? I think this thing works. I think it's plugged in even. The capital. Okay, I'll put that. We got a couple signs. Uh, Consolidated Tea Company. I can't read it. I think it's Ukrainian. I think it came from that estate with all the Ukrainian stuff. So that's that shelf. So I'll run that stuff that was just requested. Just give me one sec. I have to clone in the stock listings for like light item. It'll just take me a second. Feel free to shop the buy now for a minute or so. And if you didn't get them, if you go to my website beforetimes.shop, there are 3 coupon codes on there. At the top of the page, near the top, in red lettering, says whatnot coupon codes. They're for $2 each. If you go to my website, beforetimes.shop, you can get those and use them. Oh, there was another there. Oh, can you get me the mouse?
Oh, maybe it's beside.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
down below.
I'm blind there. Grateful you got that thing.
Just give me 1 second to clone those in. I don't put them at the beginning of the show because then they get in the way of the other items. And Rag, if you're still here, I made a couple of those buy now for you if you're interested in that. A Bat Mom. I went to this auction one time, and this guy had all he collected was wheat pennies. He had a few rolls of nickels and dimes, but primarily he had wheat penny. He must have had hundreds of thousands of them. He kept them in those old card catalogs you'd find in like that they used to have in schools, the blonde card catalogs. He had an entire room full of those set up, just jam packed full of wheat pennies, all sorted and tubed up with like the dates and the mint marks and everything on them. It was crazy how many wheat pennies this guy had. Not saying your son's crazy. Um, it was impressive. But he died. And then they were selling for, I bought some of them. I wasn't paying more than like $5 a roll for them. They got down to $3, and the auctioneer said, "I'm not selling these for $3 a roll." And he said, "I'm going to run them for $3, and then bid up if you want to bid." And bids, so the auctioneer just bought them all himself. Yeah, we fixed kind of happened on that auction coming back from another one day. The guy had really nice stuff, but that one room was pretty neat. Nothing but wheat pennies. All right, we're gonna do this heavy vase that I said looked like it was German first, because it'll be the only heavy thing, and then we'll go to the light stuff. Well, but Bat Mom, if I ever happen to stumble into a giant collection, I'll let you know. A little bit of fleck right there off of the glaze, but I'm guessing it's mid-century German made. There's no markings or anything, but pretty nice condition. It is heavy. It is substantial. So that is running. Welcome in. I just scanned some shelves and took requests, and I'm going to run that stuff. Anybody can bid on this stuff, whether you request it or not. And this is the only really heavy item. The rest is going to run for the half-pound rate or whatever. Thank you, Batmom. Batmom, do you have another show scheduled? I looked the other day and it looked like you had a bunch. Are they real shows or there's just placeholders? I couldn't believe you sold that much stuff. Okay, where are we at? Okay, now we're gonna go to light items. These will all be the lightweight. They'll be half-pound weight, I think. All right, no particular order. I'm just gonna grab what's closest to me. Well, if you're into fabric, check out Batmom's upcoming show for Fat Quarters. Carved wood apple core, I guess. And that's running. It's made of wood. And if you're into ribbon, check out my show for next Sunday evening. I'll be doing another one of these shows with old stuff in the morning. And then, thanks, James. Then Sunday night, I'll be doing ribbon. And I've got quite a bit of it to do. The next is this old, looks to be silver plated white metal or pewter, but it's a souvenir from Washington, D.C. This is going to be super collectible because this shows the White House without the new ballroom that's on the side of it that they're building now. I will do my best, Batmom. Or the wrestling ring. Don, do you think you're going to use the ballroom for UFC fights? Thank you, Deb. Dawn, I stumbled. I was waiting for pictures to download last night, and I stumbled on a speech from Mount Vernon that was going on live. And it was all, I didn't have the sound on. So they had to close captioning. And if you've never actually read a transcript of what the Orange Man says, uh, try that sometime and see if you can understand what he's saying. Usually, you can understand him with when he's talking because you're just all used to it by now. But trying to read a transcript makes no sense. No, butterfly, you're not going to Nicaragua. It's El Salvador or Eswatini, or maybe Uganda, or maybe just Alligator Alcatraz. All right, this is going to be running. I think it's an Arco. Yeah, it's marked. An Arco. I think does the gun move? I don't know if it's supposed to do anything when the wheels move or not, but it doesn't. And that is running. If they pick me up for deportation, I'll I'll request to be confined in the same wing as you. All right, we got this religious printer's block. It's a wooden block with the metal letterpress with an engraving of what looks like Mary and Jesus on it. Or it might be a dog. I don't know. Rag sees a dog. Oh, I see the dog now. If you hold it, it could be a dog if you hold it that far away. It's Lassie. And that's running. Yeah, woohoo. You were not on this morning, Ohio. Oh, that sucks. All right, we got a Parks extract. Old medicine bottle. Got a little shallow chip on the rim. Old cork top bottle. And that's running. There we go. Thank you, Bat Mom. I'm over here in the room with the Amish skull that faces the Amish skull, but it's Sunday, so they're not over there, so I can't show you guys them playing baseball. The one day they were outside playing baseball at school, and I was selling ephemera, and we watched them play baseball for a while. And everybody that was in my show helped me steal their souls. Amberina crackle glass. Could use a little bit of a cleaning down there in the bottom, but no damage. Nice mid-century piece. And that is running. Yeah, butterfly. What's for supper? Butterfly got a whole pack of pork chops yesterday for like $1.28. Thank you, Amy. I think the grocery store accident or intentionally marks things at ridiculously low prices occasionally just to get people to tell their friends that they got a great deal. No, they weren't expired. It was two something. They were thin cut though. They were thicker than cold cuts, but very thin pork chops. But I think there was like 8 of them. A pound and a half of pork chops for $2. No damage. And this one is I'm just gonna say this one's orange. A little bit darker at the top, but I don't think it's really amberine. I think it's just full blown orange hobnail. Probably Fenton. And that's running. All you guys are having to cook. Oh, Chip and Sissy's making homemade shepherd's pie and cornbread. Rag's gonna just make Mr. Rag stop at a restaurant on the way home, so she doesn't have to cook. Thank you, Amy. Talk about. I just try to stay busy and so butterfly will cook. Oh, here she comes. Oh, she's making a face. She heard me. She's still listening. Yes, if you go to my website, there's coupons on there too. Beforetimes.shop. There's in the red letters at the top of the page. This is 1888. Okie dokie, dear. We're having roast, I guess. Dame Sveska Solmboken. Looks like it's probably German. I don't know. Kind of shabby with gilt edge. German Bible of some sort. I didn't know anything about these plans, Bat Mom. She just said she just disappeared in the middle of the show. I'm here floundering. She just left me hanging here. And that's running. It's not even her family, it's Mr. Bishy's family. She could have told them that she had prior commitments, but right, next item is going to be whatever stamp that was requested. This is the one that said food stamps credit not exceed 99 cents. Himes Country Fruit Market, Route 1, DuBois, PA. I know she even showed up when she was told she didn't have to show up to Ragged Ribbon Show. I had to go grab a clown and stick it in front of the camera, and then everybody tag her, and she'll come and, oh, that'd be mean. She doesn't like clowns. Oh, I didn't hit run. There we go. It's running. On the food stamps related rubber ink stamp. Yes, be nice to Bishy. Her family, the other family that is normally at her house, they're on vacation. I was hoping, and it's for like several weeks. I was hoping there was going to be some that Bishy would have some of her waist knot shows and stuff, but apparently not. She said Mr. Bishy was making cheesecake. All right, I'm running this. It's a Burley and Bright half and half tobacco tin, fairly decent condition. Did you miss the car? I ran it while you were here. You were commenting while it was running. The last time you were commenting. You want me to run it again? You were hypnotized. It's running. The Argo tin plate. I don't know what that is. Army tank car. Good thing I didn't smash it. Thank you, Dawn. conversation's distracting. It's enthralling. Alrighty. Where's my drink? Yeah, I left my drink in the other room. All right, I'm gonna run a giveaway, and then we'll scan the next shelf. But I'm gonna run across the room or across the building and get a drink, my drink real quick. This giveaway is for $5 off. Coupon code for whatnot for any of my future shows, as well as a $15 gift code to my website beforetimes.shop. On my website right now, if you want to go there, if you haven't been, at the top of the page in red, there are 3 coupon codes for $2 off. You can stick them in your wallet down here and save $2. Uh, give me 1 second. Let me walk across and get my drink. Thanks, Ohio. If you guys missed it earlier, did you see the new message system they have where you got to click on the hamburger in your messages and you can see the secret messages that whatnot doesn't think you want to see? If you haven't seen it yet, try it. Click on the hamburger. And yes, I said hamburger. I intentionally pronounced it the way you're supposed to. Tall, skinny glass jar. Oh dear, I haven't started yet. Where was the phone pointing? Oh, this thing? Okay, got that. All right, I'm gonna scan here. If you see something you want, just tell me and I will run it for $5 starts after I get to the bottom of this shelf. Welcome in. I'm scanning. If you see something you want, shout it out. And I'll pull it down in a few minutes when I get to the bottom of the shelving unit. We'll run them. They're opera glasses, so like mini binoculars. And they actually work pretty nice. Nice and clear. Okay. Got those down. Kristen was here and did not ask me if I had any grapes. And I actually listed grapes this week. sample size Town Talk talc powder. Shaving brush. Okie dokie. Got that. Were you watching your Zelda video games yesterday, Batmom? The match save? You what, the shabby plaid one or the white one? Oh, congratulations, Amy. You win the givey. After the show's over, I'll message you guys the coupon codes. I'm okay. It landed on on that oil drum. If you use the coupons for my website, the $15 off code, if you use them on a Sunday, I usually have sales like today. Everything on my website is 30% off. This is a book we just ran a little bit ago. And that's the Lassie thing we just ran a little bit ago. I set them down there. Welcome in. If you see something you want me to run, just say so in the chat. I'll pull it down. And when we get to the bottom of the shelf, I will run everything real quick. I can't believe there's no John Wayne movies on your TV. Don't they? I thought they had a whole John Wayne station. If you want to, you could stick a John Wayne DVD in the Xbox and watch it on the other TV. Oh, those are fighting word, Batmom. Oh, she's gonna come after you. I have watched in the past 3 years. I've watched more westerns than I had in my entire life uh, before meeting Butterfly. I usually don't have time. I like Call of Duty is about all I play. I suck, so I just camp and snipe. Whatever Call of Duty version I'm playing, I play till I get like the ultimate sniper rifle and ghillie suit and stuff, and then I just hide and kill people and piss people off. Frame Kid on a Horse. Okay, got that one. Show the Turtle. To Bank. Run the Turtle. Okie dokie. And the only other thing is that tool tray down there. So that was that shelf. And now I'll run all that stuff. I'll move the camera or the phone over here slightly. The cups. Which cups? The ones at the bottom. Like that one and the one beside it. Okay, I will add those. In fact, I'll start with that, the one of those since I had it in my hand. The green flower tray. I can do that. All right. butterfly. I think these were butterfly purges. They're pretty, so she had them squirreled away. And we're not quite sure what this is. I think it's a teacup. Um, I got the mustache cup pulled down. Um, but I think you put your tea in there and then you pour the water through it. Either that, or if you're really into absinthe, you could put a whole bunch of sugar cubes in there and pour your absinthe in it and dish it out to all your friends, I guess. Anyway, it's running. No markings. Don't know who made it. Looks to be Victorian. Thank you, Deb. That one's yours. And this is a little bit dusty inside, but there's no damage. And this is kind of the same thing. It's not really a mustache cup. It's a tea infuser cup or something. I don't know what these are called, but it's pretty. No markings. That one's running. Iridescent sheen. I don't. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, I think Butterfly bought a small collection of mustache cups, and those two were with it. Um, I have an offer. First offer of the day. Thank you, James. Accept that. Off my radiant skin. I've had this blood blister on my hand from planting plants for 3 weeks, and it's like not going to go away because it's under there, under a callus. I can't believe Dover's been to that many shows and she hasn't heaped scorn on me for. Oh, it's not running. It's running now. On the match safe. It's a match safe. You put it on your wall and you stick one of those big things of matches down in there. Pull it out and matches down there. It takes 120 days. Thank you, Reg. It started off as a normal blister. I have delicate hands from sitting at my computer and playing with my phone all day. So we've got a Cavalier. I think it's like a celluloid type material. I don't think it's, oh, it's rubber, painted rubber, I guess. Probably natural brushes, bristles. And that one's running on the old shaving brush. Thank you, Deb. Oh, I don't have too many calluses, Butterfly. I sleep with my hands in Ziploc baggies full of Vaseline every night, so Dover doesn't have a fit at the sight of my hands. All right, next up is this little guy. Cute little turtle. I'm guessing probably 1970s, 1980s. It's a bank. Has the stopper in the bottom. Nope. Don't care about what my feet look like. My feet are covered up by my squeaky boots, so if I accidentally point the camera down, you can't see my feet. No damage. Happy little turtle. What? I don't even know what that means, butterfly. Thank you, Bat Mom. Hey, Staley. Well, there's probably an OnlyFans for everything that. Oh, this is we got old Presswood. Presswood picture frame. There's no hanger on this. Um, I just knocked the thing out of it. But it's got a cute picture. It's like a cabinet card of little kids on a horse. But you'd have to rig it up with a hanger of some sort. And that is running. Pretty nice frame, except it doesn't have a hanger. It looks like it was probably a swivel frame at one time. Thank you, Deb. I don't know the story about that, but I assume that there was like at one point there were traveling photographers that traveled around with horses. They took pictures of kids because a lot of times you see them in their like in an urban setting where there would not be a horse. Hey, Jen, if you guys are into yarn, check out. I shouldn't say that. I can't promote your show, Gen Zero. If I promote your show, then other people might go there. My huge throng of viewers that's now up to 18 might go to your shows and increase the prices, and Butterfly would have to pay more. These are nice. Little bit engravings there, brass, and you can look through them and they actually they're pretty clear. And that is running. But yeah, if you guys are into yarn and you haven't checked out Gen Zero shows, I guess that's how you pronounce that. Uh, check out her shows. She's got yarn and what was she selling the other day? Soap of some sort, I think. Thank you, Ohio. I've got a spotting scope for that, Ohio. Soap and candles. I just told Butterfly. She was asking if I like this scent or that scent. Half the stuff I didn't even have any idea, like gardenia. I don't know what the hell gardenia smells like. I just said don't buy any musky stuff. I don't like to smell like a man. Although pretty soon I'm gonna have to start like wearing Old Spice and English leather because I don't want to be labeled as a domestic terrorist if somebody thinks I'm transgender because I smell like Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works soap. I don't know. I think this is probably a. I don't know what this is. There was another one of these over there that had maraschino cherries in it. Ever tasty. Here, I'll pull it down. I'll run choice of these. It's also about the same size that Alka Seltzer came in. So just tell me one or two if you. They are cherries. Okay. Because they sold Alka Seltzer and other effervescent tablets in very similar shaped ones. Thank you, Deb. Do you want the cherries or the plain one? Number two. Okie dokie. Thank you, Deb. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna injure myself, butterfly. It's I'm not used to selling in this room. How do I get the there we go. Okay. I want dinner. I'm okay. No, I don't want dinner. I want supper. It's already past dinner time. It's after 12:30. Okay. We're gonna do this again. There are some stuff that there is some oh no, I got the tray to sell. I forgot that one. Sorry. We're gonna do the tray, then we'll scan the next bit of shelves. But it's gonna be the heavier item. And I'm just gonna hold it up like this. It's a heavy, it's heavy, very thick, reticulated, octagonal shaped tool tray. I don't. I'm not going to venture to guess how many layers of paint are on here. That's not the original paint, obviously. Who knows what's under there? You can repaint it if you want. My grandma said dinner was at noon. When Grandpa would stop with the mail, that was dinner. I don't believe that, Jen. So here we go. This is running on that. This is sturdy tray here. Run double-ended spool. I don't see a double-ended spool. Thank you, Amy. Double-ended spool. The one that looks like the bunny rabbit? Okay, we'll do the double-ended spool right now. Oh, maybe it is a cat. Oh, it is a cat. It's not a bunny rabbit. It's running. Bunny, cat, whatever. Hand painted folk art. I don't know. Your yarn dealer is just going to have to repeat herself if I missed it. Okay. So is that number 16? All right, we'll scan the next set of shelves. If it's something you want, just hey, so but we're gonna wait for the end to run more because it's too complicated for me to multitask and sell at the same time here. So what did Rag ask me? Uh, it is like chalkware, plaster. Anybody can moderate it, just but I hate moderating people because then I feel that they think they have to moderate. Okay, anybody want any milk bottles? If you want something, I can slow down, but there's a bunch of milk bottles up there. All the fun things to ship. Yeah. Deb, did you got your package, Deb? Is Deb still here? Deb bought that sewing box last week, that really cool finger jointed one. And almost everything she bought fit in the box. The pointy thing, it's probably a flag finial. It would go on top of like a ceremonial flag. Or I don't know. It's old and it's brass, spear shaped. Okay. Got it. I Deb, I had the Bakelite buttons or beads in my pocket, in my shirt pocket. And I got all done and I was all proud of myself that I got it all in there. And then I felt my pocket and it was in my pocket. So I just stuck it on the side of the box. Yeah, see, it's like a carnival chalkware. I think it's a bank. I think there's a hole in it. Yeah, there's a hole in it. There's just no way to get the money out. The match safe. Okay, I'll pull that down. Welcome in. If you just joined me and you see something you want me to run for a $5 start, just let me know and I'll pull it down when we get to the bottom of the shelf. I will run it. Well, it was all wrapped up in plastic. I certainly wasn't gonna unwrap the entire package to put one little thing in there. In Pennsylvania, we call them mashers on this side of Pennsylvania. I don't know. It's not really a, guess you could call it a pestle. It's probably bigger than a pestle, unless you're of a big ass mortar. I don't have one. I got this one time. It was made of marble, and the thing was like, I don't know, probably a foot and a half on each side. Pigboard, okay. And I got the thing for next to nothing, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it because it's freaking enormous. So I gave it to my mom, and I think she uses it as a yard decoration. Just throw the stuff in the crock pot and walk away, butterfly. It'll be delicious. That's a neat cabinet card. It's like a cabinet card, but it's taller. Wrought iron trivet. This one, it's actually just cast iron, but um, I can run it. Jen, do you have a show today? Jen. 6 people just ears poked up because everybody's named Jen. All right, Kelly. Thanks for stopping in. That Jen is not having a show today. The other Jen is doing Shopaholic on September 23rd, which is what, Tuesday? I don't know what Shopaholic is. I'm not up on all the urban slang on whatnot. I will try to remember Ohio. Um, I can't bookmark shows when I'm doing this because I end up clicking out of the auction every time I do it. If I go that far, it kicks me out. That's the fruit bowl. Oh, this is it's made of tin and somebody painted it all pretty. Okie dokie, I will run that. No, Ohio, are you serious? Man, who's running the train? I didn't tell you? Oh man. Yeah, she told me to tell you something and I forgot apparently. I can't wait till I'm like 80 years old. I won't be able to remember shit. Oh. Well, I hope they let her have it. Canceling on a train. Whatnot etiquette 101. Don't sign up for trains if you're gonna have to cancel. I've filled in on several trains now over the past few years that people have messaged me last minute wanting me to fill a spot that somebody bailed on. Well, hopefully she's back Wednesday morning for her marathon show. All right, I got to run this. Oh, I ran that vase for the pound rate. Wonder who won that. Oh well, I got to run this for the heavier weight. This thing is big. I'm guessing it's pushing 18 inches across. Um, Vantiques. I can't remember what you asked me to pull. Was it from these shelves here? Butterfly. We'll just text her. Um, the half and half in the stamp. Which stamp? The food stamps stamp? The Mary stamp. No, they did not sell. I'll I'll work those in after I do this heavy item. Oops. Man. I'm gonna do this. It's probably 18 inches wide or something. Uh, it's unsigned. I don't know if this is old or if this is newer. I'm sure it's vintage, but it's been repainted. It looks like it's got some pitting in there. I don't know. It's running. Almost looks like a gold panning thing. A folding roller. There's a couple up there. Why did you want one? I didn't see anybody request it. Thank you, Red. Okay, Vantiques or whatever you were. Where'd you go? Vantiques. I'm gonna do your two items right now. And I'm just gonna. So we got the stamp, the Mary stamp. That's running. Ultimacia the fruit bowl. Yes. There's probably a tape measure right behind me too. A couple of them. Thank you, Vantiques. All right, now with a half and half tobacco tin, a wood beer tap. Yes, there's a bung tap right down there. It's got partial tax stamp. And that's running. Do you want me to run the tap? Okay, I'll pull it and run it here in a little bit. Thank you, Vantiques. Now this next thing is the stabby thing. I think this was a finial for a ceremonial flag. It's got a little bend in the top, and it doesn't like. It's not just easy to bend back. Might have been some stabbing with it or something. But it's threaded. It's brass or bronze. Kind of sharp. Neat old finial. And that is running. Thank you, Bat Mom. And we'll do the match safe next. And I'm going to put this right here after I show it. And then when I start it, I'm going to walk away and go grab another box real quick. Violence is never the answer, Bat Mom. Have you tried Breathe Right strips? All right, on the strawberry tin match safe, I'm gonna run it and walk away and get a box while it's running. So it's running. Thank you, Rag. Any cigar molds? Check my website beforetimes.shop. I did have some on there. I don't know if I sold all of them or not, but everything's 30% off today. I don't have any out for whatnot. If I stumbled into a collection where I could buy them for $2 a piece, I would list some on here, but I'm not very good at attaining anywhere near retail prices for a lot of stuff. And those are usually pretty expensive when I find them. Oh, so you unleashed 3 males into society that all have PTSD from their mother beating them. Thanks. Why? What did I sell? What we're doing this. Uh Cast iron. Look, I got a roller. I can measure it. Nobody cares how big it is anyway. It's that roller's so worn you can't see the numbers on it. Look at this one. This one's beautiful. We got about 6 inches in diameter. Well, I wouldn't consider paddling really violence. Batmom said violence was the answer. I pictured Batmom going crazy with foreign objects and clubbing her children. All right, we're gonna run this. Got to go for a little bit higher weight. Cast iron doesn't seem to be signed. Uh, that's running. And a little bit of the original paint on there. Okay, we'll just stick it right there. Was it the kind with the sharp things on the ends of it? Now I'm picturing you like thwapping them in the head with that grill scraper and it's sticking into their skull a little bit. Welcome in. Pig cutting board. It's got cuts on it from being used as a cutting board. Oh, I just got a message from the lady that remember that day you guys were here? That lady bid 200 some dollars on that candy box and then said she didn't mean to and had to cancel it. She keeps messaging me shows that she's having. I I I'm gonna tell her to stop doing it. It's against whatnot policy. So there's some cuts on that side of it, or not cuts, knife marks. Couple coats of paint on that side. The other side is just bare wood. So that is running on the pig cutting board. Uh, Does anybody ever click into those shows when you guys get those messages? Does anybody ever click into the show and be like, "This is great. I'm glad this person cold messaged me, and now I love their shows, and I'm gonna max out my credit card at them." Just use that side bat, mom. Thank you, Chip and Sissy. Chip and Sissy, do you have a show this Saturday? This coming Saturday, Chip and Sissy, and they had said that they were getting more postcards from the postcard source that they have in the past, and they pulled out some really nice old postcards. Rag, you're funny. As I'm bitching about people messaging people out of the blue, Rag just admits to messaging out of the blue and uses boobs so it doesn't show up, and then I tell everybody. No, I have no problem. I get people messaging me like Aunt Jamie messaged me the other day because there were postcards that she thought I'd be interested in. That's okay, because it's pertinent to what I sell. But like this lady that had to cancel order, she just a Halloween show, a craft show, jewelry. She just keeps messaging me, and it's like. Uh, I've never clicked into shows and actually bought anything from anybody that's done that. Okay, we're gonna scan this shelf here. We're gonna scan over this. If you see something you want, I don't- I can't remember it off the top of my head, Bat Mom. I just saw it pop up across the top of my screen that I got a message from her. But don't tell her where you got it. Just do it out of the blue and act real nonchalant about it. We'll get about 50 people to do it. Yeah, that'd be the last person that I would would send cold marketing messages to on Whatnot is somebody that I disrupted their show and accidentally bid hundreds of dollars more than I wanted to. I was nice to her too. I should have been a little bit. I'll grab the chalkboard. Uh, I should have been apparently a little bit rude. Okay, pull the chalkboard down. The silver thing, that is a flashlight. It's got tarnish on the end. Oh, that's right. We forgot that. We're gonna run that right now, and then we'll go back to scanning. We're gonna run the beer keg. Uh, Sorry about that. If you're new here, I got like, I don't know, stage 4 dementia. So old weathered bung tap. It's got the metal. It's probably lead. I don't know. Old metal spigot on there. It's not selective. It's just it's running on the bung tap. Yes, stick it in your keg, in your bung hole of the keg. Thank you, Antiques. All right, we'll go back over to the shelf we were on when I. Oh, where is the finger? I left it somewhere. I thought I was going to be really late for my show this morning. I couldn't find my iPhone. And the thing is, I don't know the number of my iPhone to call it for my Android. And Butterfly was still in bed. It took me probably 15 minutes to find the thing. That one too? Okay, I'll stick it there with the chalkboard. Rag, I'm poor and I spent what's going to be thousands of dollars over the next couple of years to buy an iPhone so I could multi-stream to YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, and nobody watches it on YouTube, nobody watches it on Facebook. I've got this massive following on Twitch, uh, but they just stay on Twitch and don't come over to Whatnot to actually buy anything. Match safe. That's a nice one. Pull it up there. Oh, you must not be on Twitch, Pick, or you'd see my massive following on there. I'm probably overheating their servers right now. One of these auctions I streamed for like 8 hours, and I checked the Twitch statistics, and I had 0 views. Like, not even one person on Twitch was like just scrolling down through shit and just thought, oh, wonder what this is, and click on it. Not a single person. I'm horrible at social media. The knob, okie dokie, I pull that. I follow some people on like Facebook and Instagram that are dealers or resellers or whatever, and they'll like post a picture of something at a yard sale, and they'll get like 3,000 likes on it. And it's like, that's worthless. You just did a yard sale. No, Batmom, Twitch is huge. But yeah, I think you recipe box. I'll pull that up. I think you have to be like under 21 though. I think it that's originally what it was for. There's lots of other stuff on there now. The one day I was clicking around and there was like this guy, and he was like in bed. He was just sleeping, and he had a live stream of himself sleeping in bed, and there was like 2,000 people watching it. A ceramic spittoon, yeah, some sort of. It's heavy, 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 heavy. I'm gonna say it's stoneware, not ceramic. I was for about 30 seconds, and it didn't change. There people just were commenting on this guy sleeping. Um, I don't know what you've bought so far of antiques, but it's going to be heavy. I mean, it probably. Uh, I'll tell you what, Antiques. If you're interested in that, I don't care. Um, yeah, I can do that. I think we're to the bottom of this shelf. Let me pin. I don't think I even got anything that heavy pulled up. That's the heaviest I have pulled up. Any commentary on the Jimmy Kimmel situation? I can have commentary on any situation, Batman. A- ABC is well within their rights to fire anybody for anything. You say something that the billionaires and corporate executives don't like, they have the right to fire you. The problem I have is when Orange Man plays dictator and sends out his FCC chair to tell these companies that want to have these mergers, you have to fire this person because they're saying bad things about me. And then they listen. And I understand there's a lot of people. Did you want me to run that Antiques? I don't know what the shipping was. Raggett was the best thing about his UK visit. It's still pinned. That's the heaviest thing I've got. Run it. Okay, I'm gonna run it right now. Um, while it's pinned, and it's probably heavier than what I've got it pinned at. But this is stoneware. It's a spittoon. It was the best thing about their whole UK visit. It was. I thought Butterfly would like it. She's got an extensive hat collection too. Very nice. It is heavy. Stoneware. That's running. And Batmom, while we're on the subject, I don't condone any violence whatsoever, especially in the name of politics and doubly in the name of any sort of religion. I am a pacifist, but if you're out, thank you, Antiques, that is yours. You're out there promoting violence in your live streams, things happen. You can't promote it and then bitch about it at the same time. Okay, we'll run. I'm going to run the chalkboard for a heavier weight, but everything else I'll run for the lightweight. The chalkboard is slate. No, murder is bad. Violence is bad, and it never helps the if you have a cause and we don't even know what the cause is. The person they haven't even announced why they what the motive was, but it never helps the cause. I mean, you didn't have civil rights leaders out there calling for violence because it never helps. It's actually counterproductive. Ohio art, little bit of surface wear, but neat mid-century recipe box that is running. Yes, I am a pacifist, but my major fear in life right now is that there is a heaven and I'll die and I'll get there and God is going to be this giant spider because I kill the hell out of spiders. I don't like spiders, and I have no remorse whatsoever when I kill them. Uh, Other bugs and stuff, I let them live, and other things that need to be removed from the house, but I don't like spiders. So that's my fear. I kill them when Butterfly isn't around, but usually if she's around, I get her to kill them. She is my spider killing knight. Oh, I've killed plenty of spiders. I don't like spiders. I know spiders are good. And it's one of those things, I've never had a bad experience with a spider. I've never been bit by a spider. I just don't like them. Other bugs that have six legs don't really bother me. I don't want to like put them in my mouth or play with them, but they don't bother me. But I just can't stand spiders. Okay, this is running. Pretty nice condition. Another mid-century, maybe 1940s wall match safe. Like my brother is scared to death of mice. He's like 6'2", 6'3", full grown adult. He sees a mouse, he can't take it. And mice are adorable, I think. All right, we'll do the bung tap next. I don't know what that is. I probably don't want to know it. This one's all wood, and it's a pretty good size. It's got the spigot in there. We're gonna run this keg bung tap. I don't like snakes either, but I'm okay with letting them coexist, usually. Yes, it's for a barrel. You stick it in a keg. Thank you, Antiques. You stick it in your bung hole. Butterfly, what did your kids sell the woohoo Eagles touchdown? What did your kids sell that keg for at your yard sale? $2? All right, this is a mismatched, obviously $1. At Butterfly's yard sale, I took a few items, and I had a few at Butterfly's house, and one of them was like probably a, I don't know, we'll say a 2-gallon keg, like wood stave, antique, 150 years old. Had a little bit of damage to the one band on it. It was kind of rusty. Her kids sold it for $1. Yeah, it wasn't just her that her kids sold stuff for nothing. I thought, well, I'll stick it out there and somebody will give me $20, and $20 is $20. I won't have to ship it. No, $1. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Obviously, they don't go together, but you can craft with them, or you can have one different on the inside than the outside. I guess if you're gonna use them. That's really sad, Rag. Thank you, Antiques. When I was helping my uncle last week. He gutted a house. Somebody had bought a house for $1,000 that burned. And it was a stone house, and he gutted the whole thing and redid the entire house. It had the coolest mail slot on it, brass with just verdigris all over it, and it was like a flip top type that was built right into the rock. Big, big, highly embossed relief mail down it. It was very cool. All right, old chalkboard. It's got that in it. But neat old decorative weathered wood. Got some kid wrote some things on the side of it. And that is running on that chalkboard. Thank you, Antiques. Alrighty. There's a giveaway, buyer giveaway. Getting the buyer giveaway. Or down. Thanks for coming, Rag. Thanks for buying all that crap. Did you buy the buy nows this week that I made for Rag? Anybody that wins any of the buyer giveaways today, shortly after the show is over, I will message you those codes, and they'll be good for pretty much forever, I guess, on Whatnot. For any of my shows, the giveaways will be $5 coupon code for Whatnot, and they'll work for $15 off my website until the end of the month. And if you use them on a Sunday like today, you can take advantage of the 30% off sale that I'm having today. So get in the giveaway. Um, I am going to let's wrap it up for today. I will be back Wednesday with Ephemera. If anybody wants anything from the buy now, take a few minutes and look through the buy now, make offers. If I can stretch out these two giveaways for 10 minutes, we'll rate out the Abstractory, who's selling, crap, I can't remember what she's selling. Mugs and, I don't know, vintage goodies or something. This usually tells me who to rate out to, and she's missing in action today. Oh, thank you for coming, Deb. I'll just run some random flash sales for 60% off while these giveaways are going. And then we'll rate out to abstractory. If anybody has a suggestion for a flash sale you want me to put on flash sale, just put it in the chat. And do I ever get one room school items? I don't know. I'm not sitting in a one room schoolhouse. I'm sitting in a 4 room schoolhouse that was built from a whole bunch of little 1 room schoolhouses. I don't know what, like desks and chalkboards, and I don't know what you're referring to. It probably photos is the most thing I would get from the show 1 room schoolhouses. It's going okay, I guess. It doesn't look like I have any 1 room schoolhouse photos in the bin either. Hey, Chip and Sissy, you guys, if you've never been to Chip and Sissy shows, give them a follow or bookmark their show for Saturday. They are going to be selling ephemera. They've got lots of nice old postcards and paper. Or did you win the chat? Is that where, or you won the giveaway? I didn't see it pull. All right, one more giveaway. Well, congratulations, Chip and Sissy, or whoever won that. But if Chip and Sissy didn't win that, they'll have it. They're having a show on Saturday. They have very limited shows. They only usually do a few hours at the most, every other Saturday during the summer. And they've got really good ephemera usually. And they usually bundle it up into some nice little lots. So get in the giveaway if you've bought something. Feel free to make some offers. And then we're gonna rate out here after this giveaway. I think Abstractory is selling stuff. Is she not selling stuff? Oh, you're the only one in it. Is that it? There you go, Batmom. Congratulations. Now we got 4 minutes to kill. Let's see what Abby's selling. Starbucks mugs, Christmas mugs, Southwest. Oh, she got a ton of mugs. I might have to, after we raid out, I'm gonna have to stay here. Thank you, King. Every Sunday I sell. On Friday evenings, I do a preview of the stuff on the shelves, and people send in requests. Friday night and Saturday, I pre-list them, and then we run them. So you can, like, I've been on since 10, so you could, the people that made requests, they bought everything they wanted and didn't sit through all the scanning of what was left in the shelves. Um, so she's doing mugs and other cool things or something like that. But if you're a seller, feel free to advertise your shows. We're going to try to wait here for 3 minutes until she comes on. If you want to make any offers, go ahead. Everything on my website, beforetimes.shop, is 30% off today. Everybody that won a giveaway, I will message you the coupon codes here as soon as we rate out. And then if you use those on a Sunday, you can take the $15 coupon code and apply it to the 30% off sale that I usually have on Sundays during these sales. Maybe if she'll come on early. I tried to stretch it out till 1:30. Well, come in, going is good. Who's still in here with me? Bat Mom, you're still hanging around. Well, we'll, we'll go in with a 3-person raid. It'll boost her with the algorithms. And I'm curious to see if she sells any mugs. Oh, the anticipation is killing me. I can't wait to get shipping. Well, if you wait until 3, Mighty Annie's usually on, and she's like listening to speed metal while you ship. It'll keep you going. Oh. Last week she was selling those swap cards. She was selling lots of 20 for $7, and she was having the people pick the 20 cards, and it was like, I can't do it. I can't sit through that. All right, we're gonna go somewhere else. Where are we going? Where do we want to raid to and give them a massive influx of 5 or 6 people and a small boost in the whatnot algorithm? I don't even know who's on. Abby was in here earlier and bought something and said she was having a show. Buku, that's fine with me. Let's go see Buku. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go package after I send out these gift codes. You guys have a good weekend. Thanks for coming, Pick. Batmom, you have fun packaging. Purple, if you're still here, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.